Well, folks, I'm here with Peter Wixon. It's Jackson McGuire, the voice of the VXFL, and we have kickoff for Game 4. Owen Casey boots one deep to Will, and Will's running around a little bit, and he is stopped.
Yeah, Giraffes are without a few key players today. Liam Baysura, Logan Roth.
Not to mention, Kewan Roberts, an absolute athletic freak who had a big role last week, and I'm interested to see how this pans out. Austin looks almost full strength. He's missing a couple guys, but his team still looks good.
Yep.
Interesting, you see Owen Casey rushing again, the TikTok king. Had a couple great plays last week.
Defensive player of the week last week.
Yeah, interesting move. Really? Yeah,
Sure
bold strategy by saying he wants to double Joe Taylor's sacks. Let's see if it can happen. How many did Joe Taylor have, Alex? 4 sacks by Joe Taylor. So that's going to be 8 sacks for those mathematicians at home.
That's Ryan Strigley at quarterback. He wasn't here last week for the Giraffes.
Interesting to see what Shriggs does today. I know he has some experience to QB as last year. Low snap. Sacked.
There's Owen Casey.
Tackle made by Owen Casey.
There's TikTok Owen getting around the edge.
That's the first one.
Are those guys in the box? There's not a second blocker. They got guys up in... Hey guys, 5 yards off the center. We got guys in the box. 5 yards.
Little turmoil here as there was a guy lined up, but they did not call it because he was inside the box, no second blocker. But it's week 2, folks. We're still working out the kinks. Ain't that right, Peter?
Yeah, there's Peter Gumpo moving into block.
Shrigley is
almost intercepted.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Will Wagner.
You know, I hate to say it, but this is exactly like the Shrigley we saw last year.
The championship Strigley?
I mean, championship Shrigley is more like regular season Shrigley we saw last year.
Yeah.
Sandwiches
All
are
right.
being sold at concessions by the building.
That play,
Also-
Peter Gumpo moved into block there to pick up Owen Casey.
They're
Also,
going soon.
raffle
You can.
raffle tickets, folks. We have raffle tickets. If anyone wants to win, Liam Livingston's car will be raffled for the Super Bowl.
I need a car.
So, if you want that 2019 stick shift 2-door Jeep, just let me know because we can make it happen.
There's Will Wagner in the backfield there.
Shriggs rolling right a lot.
Good blocks.
Gets his man.
That's Dylan Waragota.
Catching the
Still
edge.
up. Dang.
Atta boy.
Pass complete. To number 6, Dylan Waragota.
They still got some work to do, but let's see if they can manage.
Gain of 10 on the play.
It was 3rd down now.
Is it 3rd or 4th?
3rd or
I think it's 4th.
It might be 4th.
I
Yeah.
think it's 4th.
Down Giraffes.
Yeah, 4th down.
Yep.
I think a player to watch for this game is Gavin Tierney,
Yeah.
number 4 for the Giraffes.
Oh, yeah.
He's a speedster.
Let's see how they plan to manage, especially with TikTok Casey just
Yeah,
being an
big
absolute
pressure
menace.
there.
Good ball.
Ooh, it's caught.
Caught by Tierney.
Quigley's pass is complete to number 4, Gavin Tierney.
Wow. Interesting move. You didn't see
20 on
you,
the play.
you
First
didn't-
down, Giraffes.
you didn't see the tightest spiral there by Shrigley, but it got the job done nonetheless.
Definitely, yeah, picked up the 1st down. A little bit more. Oh, that's Brock Thomas that was in coverage there. I think he's a really good player. I'm not sure what happened there.
Are we sure that that's? I don't think that's Peter Gumple.
Peter Gumpo is the one on the hat with the Giraffes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Interesting here. We got Will in motion. Shriggs rolling out. Finds Gavin
There's Tierney
again.
again. Oh! I thought he had him there.
Quigley on the pass.
I don't think he was touched. It must be
Nah,
out of
he
bounds.
must have
then.
stepped out. Yeah.
Gain of 5, 2nd and goal for the Giraffes.
2nd and goal. Good pickup there by Gavin Tierney.
Yeah.
Second down and about 8 to 10 yards.
Anthony Youssef goes in for Austin Kupfer.
Oh, Shrigley rolling out left. Is he just going to walk in for a TD? He is
Touchdown, wow.
indeed.
He runs in for the touchdown.
And the Giraffes get on the board first.
I'm going to be honest. Ryan Shrigley does not look like the most mobile quarterback, but he can run.
He actually looks like the least mobile quarterback.
He can run.
We can say it. We can just say it. But he's got legs on him.
Yeah, for sure. We
He
just saw it
looks-
there, yeah.
He looks like he's not mobile, but that's not the case, folks. He is actually dancing on the field today.
Dancing, yeah.
Just to recap what happened for those watching at home, we had the Dimes win early by about 3 touchdowns. Then we had the Livingston versus Peyton game, and we saw a brave fourth quarter comeback with about 4 minutes left. Just falls short as they missed a 2-point conversion. And
There's
and
Owen Casey.
for those wondering, Shrigley was tackled. And then on the third game, we saw Peter's team fight with heart, but they fell short to the Hunters.
Yeah. Looking forward to rebounding from that loss, but
Score is still Giraffes 6, Pioneer 0.
you could consider the Giraffes underdogs for this game for sure.
Oh, for sure. I think there were only 3 people who took him in the field side chat.
I was one of them.
It was me, you, and I believe Will himself. Yeah. That was it.
Austin Kupfer looks very confused on the sideline right now.
He doesn't know what's wrong with his team.
Yeah.
Pick off by the Giraffes.
Gavin Tierney really has a good leg on him, so I'd see this one going out of the end zone. I don't see they're going to onside. Oh, wow, we have a switch here.
Yeah.
Switch out.
Will Wagner with a
Onside kick recovered by Trevor O'Brien.
OB says, all right, I want to play some QB here. Let me just pick up this ball and get going.
Really good special teams play. Just getting the ball. Nothing fancy there.
Well, you see a lot less fans than you did at the Dimes game. I don't know if that's just because the Dimes game was earlier or if everyone just loves their team, but less of a turnout than we saw in the 9 a.m. game.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Dimes fan base, it's a growing population there, yeah.
Yeah. They took a couple bus rides from inner city Detroit to be here today, so.
Hand off to Dylan Goldfarb for a gain of 7. Tackle made by number 14, Ryan Shrigley.
So interesting to see Austin not having as much of Kyle Fahey as we saw in the first game.
Yeah. I
He
think that
really
was
relied on him a lot in big 4th down plays that didn't end up working out.
That was some at quarterback.
Yeah, I think we'll have a lot of more OB here than we originally
Yeah,
planned.
for sure.
Run by Trevor O'Brien. Tackle made by number 4, Gavin Tierney.
Gavin Tierney sheds his blocker very easy to get Trevor O'Brien, who rushed for about 3 yards before he was touched. Yeah, 3 yards. Just talked to my stats guy, number 11 from the Aces, Alex Cherist.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, you big math guy? Yeah. Crazy stuff. We have Alex, a young sprout of the VXFL. He graduated college. He's all grown up now. So it's crazy to
Did not
see.
realize he graduated college.
He is not. No, he actually graduated high school.
It's O'Brien. Ooh, wide open Dylan
You knew that.
Goldfarb.
You That was just a good ball.
Go far. Touchdown.
That was just a good ball.
Yeah, I don't know what happened defensively for the Giraffes.
You
but
definitely see the distance or the difference of these unexperienced QBs and these experienced QBs.
Yeah.
He just looked cool, calm, and collective in that pocket. He knew what he was doing. He knows where he was going to go. And Peter, you look good in green.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Green Bay.
Are you a Green Bay fan?
Yeah, I'm a Green Bay Goblins fan.
What about the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, they're good. I'm more of a Green Bay Goblins type of guy, you know.
Really?
Just kidding. Yeah, I like the Packers too.
Yeah. What do you think about that whole Aaron Rodgers situation?
You know, it's gonna work itself out eventually.
We have a similar situation play out for the Goblins today as their
Yeah.
starting QB didn't show up.
Mason Sweats was in Jupiter getting a new boat.
Trevor O'Brien's pass intended.
Hopefully it works, because
Yeah.
you hate to see him miss the game today.
Covering on the
Yeah.
play.
6-6 Pioneers and Giraffes are tied here.
Locked up here today, folks. And speaking of locked up, I'd like to thank the people at Cafe 66 for locking up our hunger, because
yeah.
we don't have it anymore, because they have great food.
Great water too.
And the people at Gas South for providing, gas. They provide gas. They gas you up, as the kids say. Am I missing anyone? As you can see by the banner behind us, these are all the sponsors. These people make the VXFL run the way it runs, smoothly and effortlessly. We know exactly what we're doing, and we got this under control. Peter, I need to crack my neck if you don't mind.
All right, go ahead, Jackson. Okay. Oh, there's the
ASMR
kickoff.
for the fans at home.
Will Wagner got
Will
it.
Wagner takes another kick, and
Steven
he runs
Delory.
around a little bit, but
Fielded by
only gets about
number 2, Will Wagner.
10 yards.
Tackle on the play made by Stephen Delory.
Steven Delory is a really good player. He wasn't here week 1 for the Pioneers, but I know Austin really wants to get him involved defensively and offensively.
Oh, yeah. Hands down. Steven can really make an impact out there today. Excited to see what he can do. Heck of a toss by Preston Keene, throwing that water bottle to the sideline. And Ryan Strickly takes a snap. He rolls out. He throws one up. And Dougal with the catch.
Really good catch there.
Matthew Dougal for a gain of 10.
It's 10 extra yards they didn't have by Dougal catching that ball in.
I do think they're going to need to do a much better job protecting Strigley because he's moving around a lot back there right now.
Yeah, he's a fragile player.
Very fragile.
He has a presence in the pocket, though. As you see, he's taller than almost every guy in the roster. I'd like to thank all of our volunteers today, too. We couldn't make it happen without you.
It's Owen Casey with the
Ooh, a
pressure.
little sidearm by Shrigg. This Gumpel catches that outside.
Short little gain there for the Giraffes. I believe that brings up 3rd down.
Previous play was 3-yard gain on the catch by Peter Gumpel.
Shrigg with another one of those sidearm type passes and gets to.
Very close to a 1st down there.
I
Ryan Strigley's pass is complete to Will Wagner for a gain of
I thought he got the first. I thought he reached out for that first.
I think that could have been a little closer than where they're marking it.
But Omar is the ref, and I don't know if he likes Will. I think that was a personal grudge there.
Around the 4-yard line. A fourth and short, my bad.
You know, one thing that I'm just shocked about is people wearing pants. How does that work?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I went out in our game today, long sleeve shirt. I was tired after the first half.
And it seems
he's short.
Ryan Shrigley's pass to Peter Gumbo is complete.
I want to say he's short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that was anywhere close to a first down.
He is short. They hell of an effort, but I just see him coming up a little short there, and in fact the refs agree with me on that.
Yeah.
Liam, did someone just steal your car? I don't. Did your car leave? Did your car move? I saw someone driving away. Oh. Yep.
It's Trevor.
So a little trickery, but to no avail. The biggest problem is the Pioneers' plays can work. They just need to have blockers.
Yeah. Gavin Tierney's really fast. You're going to have to get to him quickly if you want to block him.
I'd like to say that the Pioneers only have 2 subs, which means for the first time in VXFL history, the Dimes had the most guys show up this week, which is a shock. This is the first time it's happened, and I don't think it'll happen again in the near future, let's be honest.
Good job, Detroit Dimes.
Yep. Fans and players both showing up and showing out. How many did the Hunters have?
Yeah, Hunters had a lot.
They had I take it back.
I think the Hunters' whole team was there today.
Dimes, we're going to have to revoke that privilege from you guys, but Brock Thomas running towards the end zone like he is maybe deaf and doesn't hear whistles.
Yeah, the whistles were definitely blown. Doesn't matter if you think you were down or not.
The refs know and you don't. You know, you can argue every call in the book, but you know, to no avail. As Peyton and Preston and Omar are great refs, and
something fell.
Sure. For those at home, nothing happened. Boy, oh boy, it's a hot one today. I wish we could have lived in Minnesota. Oh, a little bit of a duck ball.
Ooh.
Intercepted by Gavin Tierney.
What a play.
Wow.
That was really nice by Gavin Tierney.
OB knew what he was doing, but he just didn't have his mind and arm on the same page there. You know, Will said something earlier that is resonating with me now, and he said, if Austin's team doesn't blow me out by 20, these guys are garbage. Yeah. And right now, it's a 7-7 game, and they have the ball. 6-6 game, and they have the ball.
Austin's been raving on and on about his team and how good and prepared they are. Apparently, they have film studies every single day. We're getting word now that the Aces, in fact, did beat the Pioneers in a scrimmage.
Wow. Little insider info from our stats guy, Cherished. But what an interception. Let's see if the Giraffes can capitalize. They just kind of pitched one to Dougal.
Matthew Dougal needs to hold that ball better.
He really does.
That's going to get hit out of his hand.
For a gain of 5.
didn't even realize it was the second quarter, but apparently there's 2 minutes left in the first half.
In the half? Half, all right. Wow, folks.
Yeah,
That half zoomed by.
Really quick half.
Kind of like the cars at Dyer Chevrolet. They just zoom on by. Ain't that right, folks?
One of our
Shout out Dyer
sponsors.
Chevrolet.
Kyle Fahey's on the field right now. Oh, there he goes.
Interesting if they
He
call
stepped
it
off.
in. Yeah.
He stepped off.
You know, even when Fahey's actually on the field, his impact can vary. Shrigley.
Nice
Oh,
throw.
good
nice
ball.
catch.
Go,
He's
go,
not
go,
down.
go,
He's
go.
not down.
He
He's
is
not down.
He is not down. Walk
That's a
that ball
touchdown.
into the end zone.
Before Gavin Tierney
Wow,
gets a
Gavin.
touchdown.
Now, I'll say we had a really good view at that, and I don't think he was down at all. He was not down.
No. You know, as a player,
Now Giraffes.
you're always going to look for your team to, you know, to be in the right. But Austin, you can't argue that one. He was not touched at all. He
Yeah.
got mossed. He was on the floor, and he was one of the guys. Brock Thomas, one of the guys he was raving about earlier.
Brock Thomas is actually a really good player. I'm not sure what's happening on defense right now. Whoa. And there is, I believe, Preston Keene yelling at Kyle
Preston
Fahey.
is telling Kyle, "Stop arguing and get on the sideline, bud." Oh, wow. He did not. I'm telling you right now. Thank you.
No touchdown.
What?
No, that's a bad call by the refs.
Peyton.
He was
I did not see him
he
down.
Was not down.
He's not down.
Everyone in this tent.
I
had
saw
a
that
really
too.
good view
He
of it.
caught it. He had no intent to touch him. He was literally on his back.
Yeah.
I don't think.
was
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
he. Wow.
I strongly
bad
disagree
call.
with that call.
Yeah, they took it back.
The touchdown was taken back.
Interesting play.
That's a really bad call there.
If I'm the Giraffes, I'd be a little mad about that one.
Not to mention, I did not hear any whistles on the ball, on the field. No, that should have been a touchdown.
Oh, I have no.
Again, that looked like one hand there, but call on the field is he's down. I'm still stunned how that was not called a touchdown.
If you're the Giraffes, you're probably a little upset with that call, but there's nothing you can do. Will, let's see what you can do here. Beat it. Hey, did he tag him there, Austin? Didn't hear you complaining.
Yeah, I think he might have been down there.
Timeout for the Giraffes.
Should we get Peyton over here? Cause he literally was like, I think he was falling back.
That wasn't even close. That was a clear touchdown.
I hate to say it, but why'd you call it that? When I thought he was down. He was not down at all.
We didn't hear any whistles either.
Yeah, there was not a single. I didn't look. Because I wasn't sure because Preston never close. I'm like, you know what? I just got yelled at for blowing one.
Yeah. That was a clear touchdown.
Hey,
Yeah.
my thing is, okay, well, yeah, and I'm back here. Okay, listen, it was the best call I could make at the time.
No, we're not arguing with you.
No.
No, we're not arguing with you.
It's the best I could do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
That's all good.
No, we got you. It'd be interesting to see if the VXFL adds a booth review, because I'd definitely like to add an input on that. Yeah, coaches challenge maybe. Let's see if we can get that happening. I mean, it is hard though. We got to give it to the Ryan. Don't throw an interception here, and you did not, buddy.
Touchdown. I'm not sure who that is who caught
Oh
that.
God! And Ryan with the the guns.
Dawson Bennett.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Liam, say ball don't lie, touchdown.
I'm getting word that that player's name is Dawson Bennett.
Touchdown made by Dawson Bennett.
Hey, say ball don't lie. Say ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Say ball don't lie. Guys, they just scored. You want Austin to be happy?
I think they missed a clear touchdown earlier in the drive, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Because the ball doesn't lie. Ball tells no tales.
12, Pioneer 6, as they go for the 1-point conversion.
12-6. Let's see if Shrigg can do something here. He's scrambling. He's catching it outside.
He's got it.
Oh, just
extra point is good.
Walk it in. Why don't you, Shrigley?
That'll bring the score to Giraffes 13, Pioneers 6.
Wow. An interesting first half, as a lot of guys are gone for the Giraffes, yet they still seem to have the early advantage. This is interesting because last game they had the back against the wall as they were down a lot early.
They did not look good early last week.
And they came back.
Just another reminder, raffle tickets will be on sale. They are still on sale. Get them while you can. But the winners will be announced at halftime of this game.
I'm excited because I bought a raffle ticket, and from what I've heard, there is a
raffle tickets.
It's the exact opposite for the Giraffes this week in the first half. Last week they scored 6 points in the first half. This week
they're already off to a hard start against a better defense, maybe? No, I wouldn't say that.
Austin appears very upset on the sideline.
Yeah, he is fumed.
What
and just
kick.
A soft kick.
Oh.
That was at the 1.
Yep.
Ball rolls out at the 1.
Wow. That was a
ball at the 35-yard line.
That was a friggin' kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it rolls out, it's out of bounds no matter what. I mean, it was a heck of a kick.
Looked very promising at first.
Wow. That was surprised. Owen Casey said he was going to have 8 sacks. Said he was going to have double Joe Taylor, and double 4 is 2. No,
double 4 is
double
8.
4 is 8. Duh. Long day, folks. But he only has 1 so far. So you got to wonder, if you're doing your math here at home, that's 7 sacks to go. Wow, OB threw a pick on the last drive. Let's see how he bounced back here.
I believe that was his 2nd interception thrown on the season.
Wow. He's a cool guy. I sat with him in the booth earlier.
Yeah.
And I hate to see him struggle out here.
There's Owen Casey with the block. Brock Thomas
underthrown.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Brock Thomas.
He can't argue about time in the pocket because he had a good amount there. If I'm the Giraffes, I'm rushing a couple more because that's going to happen every play if you give him time.
For sure. I don't think that one's going to cut it, especially when they have Owen Casey picking up the blitz in the backfield.
Will, you got to rush more than 1. He has 4 minutes in the pocket. Rush 2.
Jackson giving.
Will is blowing me off, even though I'm trying to save his team here. Because I don't want to see Austin win. He has like 12 dudes. Oh, Brock.
Thomas dropped it.
Brock, what are you doing, buddy?
Intended for Brock Thomas.
Austin raved about Brock Thomas early, and he's looking like a 7th rounder here today.
I'll say Brock Thomas scrimmaged with the Goblins, and he's a really good receiver. I'm not sure what's happening with him out there right now.
Interesting to see here.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 19 for the Pioneers.
Was it not on?
Okay.
3rd and 20 for the Pioneers.
The Giraffes had ball first.
There's Ben Fadiomi. 4th down for the Pioneers now.
To Ben Fadiomi. That's going to be an 11-yard gain on the play.
If the Pioneers don't get this, I don't think that's good news for them.
No, it's bad news for them.
Very bad news, yeah. This is a very important down for the Pioneers. There's the rollout. Brock catches that one, and that looks like a first down.
First down, Pioneers. They used their second timeout of the half. There are 4 seconds left in the half.
What's up?
Peter, is that an Aaron Rodgers home screen I saw?
Yes, indeed it is.
Any reason?
Yeah, I'm a Packers fan, you know. Green Bay.
But he is not a Goblin.
He's not a Goblin, but he is a Packer.
My home screen is actually a dime.
Really?
Yeah. It's myself. See, it's myself.
Oh, okay.
Always supporting the dimes.
I thought it was actually going to be a literal dime.
Ooh, rolling out.
Ooh,
Throws
Brock
one over to
Thomas.
Brock, and Brock hauls that one in.
Pass is complete to Brock Thomas for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Scores now Pioneers 12, Giraffes 13.
Giraffes definitely need to start rushing too. Trevor O'Brien has all day in that pocket.
It's interesting because we see Trevor O'Brien celebrating, not realizing he's tied to one of the worst talented teams in the league.
He's not tied. He's down by
roster.
one right now.
He's down by one to this team who is not the best talent so far right now. Don't get me wrong, they're a talented team, but with the guys they have today, it's interesting to see why he's excited. Job's not done.
Yeah, 3 key players, like we mentioned earlier, Liam Baysura, Logan Roth, and Kewan Roberts all out for this game.
All value picks that could drastically affect this game when healthy. I believe both Liam Baysura and Kewan Roberts.
Ooh.
I believe both Liam Baysura and Kewan Roberts are out playing 7v7 with Coach Jay, which just shows you the lack of dedication. You know?
Yeah.
They're missing.
VXFL is the biggest league there is.
Yeah. I mean, they're out here missing games to go play with Coach Jay, but I mean, they're not going to get you exposure at those 7-on-7s. You only get exposure here.
Yeah.
Where we have a lot of.
Oh, is that halftime?
I believe so. Gavin, you want an interview? Well, Austin, or not Austin. Well,
thank you.
You joined us in the booth. Now you're joining us as a player. Not the best first half for you guys, but how do you get into bounce back in the second half?
This is all an effort thing. Like, no offense to the Giraffes, but you look at the teams, we should be able to walk backwards on this team.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to say to be biased towards our team. I truly believe everyone, I think, knows that we have the more talented team by far. It's just, I think we just are not playing with heart. We're not playing effort. We're playing just walk around the field type of football, and that's never going to work. Our pass rushing and our pass rushers they're giving up once they get on the block. Once they get blocked, they're giving up. And, you can't rush two guys and not get pressure because that leaves somebody unguarded. And we're letting Shrigley just run around and throw the ball on us.
Yeah.
And it's just, it comes down to effort.
For sure.
That's all it is.
Do you think you guys thought you had this game in the bag so much it might have hurt you because you guys came in here with too much confidence?
I mean, not necessarily, because we did the same thing versus the Hunters. No effort was seen on that field. No energy. Nobody was up and ready to play football. And I think that's just what this all comes down to is effort. The worst team, doesn't matter who you are. If you play with heart and play hard, you're going to have a chance to win every football game you step into. And we could be the best team in the league, and if we're not going to play hard, we're going to lose every game.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Well said. Peter?
Any questions?
What do you have to say about Owen? He said he was going to double Joe Taylor's sacks. He's only got one out there right now.
Owen's a great player. He won Defensive Player of the Week last week. I mean, he's drawing a lot of attention, of course, but one thing we really tried to focus on was not letting the quarterback outside the pocket. And Owen keeps getting on blocks and trying to rush up the middle. This is 7-on-7. There is no 4 or 5 defensive linemen. You can't let the quarterback out the pocket.
Yep.
So, I mean, honestly, those plays that don't go on the stat sheet are a lot more than those that do. And honestly, I'm not really worried about a sack count. I'm worried more about a win.
Yep. That's the big thing at the end of the day.
I don't care if I throw 7 touchdowns or throw 4 interceptions. As long as we win the game, that's all I care about.
Good attitude.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Good luck. Good luck. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Ryan, would you like to be interviewed?
Third. Playoffs.
Well, Ryan, if you could just kneel down with us so we're all at eye level here.
Yep.
So we saw an electrifying first half from Giraffes. A lot of people expect you guys to lose. You came out here, played great at QB. Didn't see week 1, but what do you want to say to the haters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you want to say to them?
I'd like to thank them, giving me all this motivation. Wasn't here week 1. Came out, I was kind of nervous, not going to lie. They're a great team over there, and I'm excited to get a second half going.
Yeah. Anything else, Peter? Any questions?
Yeah, you're looking good out there. One thing we mentioned is you don't look like the most mobile quarterback, but you can roll out of the pocket, you can run. You're looking really good out there.
Yeah, thanks to Coach Wagner for believing in me and drafting me. Yeah. Go Giraffes.
Yes, sir. Way to go, Ryan.
Thanks, buddy.
right, folks, we're live again after the raffles. I did not win, so I think it's rigged, but we are excited to hit the second half. We'd like to thank Paige for helping out with the raffles and concessions today. She's the real MVP. And we have Dylan Goldfarb. Oh, wow. Dylan.
That was close to disaster there.
I'm going to put it in every week. We had some great prizes, folks. So next week, if you're in the area and you want to stop by, Liam's car could possibly be raffled off, is what I'm hearing. A brand new used Jeep.
Giraffes are sticking with the one-man rush.
OB is he's past the line. You got to tag him now. Oh, it's a fumble.
No, he was tagged.
Okay. Interesting to see that one-man rush. It didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked, but it wasn't effective. Let's put it that way.
I think if they really want a chance at winning this game, they need to rush too.
You saw what happened when they throw pressure. I mean, OB, he made some questionable reads.
Yeah.
He didn't.
You saw that interception earlier.
He had an interception. He underthrew a couple guys, so I think the run could really shake up things if they keep it going.
A lot of confusion for the Pioneers right now.
Oh, look at a man in motion. They give it to Brock, who catches that outside, and he is tagged.
By Brock Thomas for a gain of 23.
Okay.
Pass. My fault.
Yeah, do not count that as a pass.
That'll bring up a first down for the Pioneers.
Folks, just a word. If you are coming to any of these games, please bring sunscreen because the sun does not stop. It is hot, Peter.
Yes,
Ain't that right?
It is very hot.
Kind of like you in that hat.
Thank you.
OB throwing a good ball up the middle.
Oh, dropped.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Ben Fadayomi.
Ben, who Austin raved about, saying steal of the draft, is looking not so steelish as he stole that touchdown from OB.
I mean, let's be honest. Austin's raved about his entire team, but
Yeah.
in my opinion, these first 2 weeks, they've really underperformed.
The hype for his team was very heavy coming out week 1.
Yeah. A lot of wind today. Oh, holding on Owen, but there's no call. There's Brock Thomas for the touchdown for the Pioneers.
Brock Thomas for a touchdown.
I really think Owen got away with a hold there. But no call on the field.
Touchdown there for the was it the Seahonk Pioneers?
I have no idea.
They're from
Pioneers will
Seahawk.
elect for a 2-point conversion attempt.
I don't
They're
know,
going
that's
for
Brock
2.
Thomas's second touchdown of the day.
They're going for 2 here to make up for the missed extra point. 2 of them, actually.
Kyle Fahey was in the huddle, but he runs to the sideline.
Fahey basically just told his team what to do and then ran off. Yeah, I am shocked that Fahey hasn't gotten that many reps in today.
Ooh, nice catch by Brock Thomas.
Brock Thomas with a 2-point conversion.
But no, it's no good.
What are they saying no good for?
It doesn't look like he was
What?
in. I'm not sure what happened there.
Was he short? Oh, maybe short. I think no. They waved off no.
Deliberation on the field. The
No
2-point
good.
conversion was actually short, and the score is
It's going to be to 13. 18-13. Let's see if Will can shock the world here.
Giraffes are in a really good position. They don't have to worry about the extra point to take the lead right now. Just score and you're good.
That'll put a lot of pressure on Austin to keep going for these 15-yard 2-point conversions, which are hard to convert.
I know that firsthand because last week against the Giraffes, we went for a 2-point conversion every single time. We didn't get a single one.
Really? Yeah, I know last week we had one to win the game, and we didn't convert.
Yeah. It's hard. It's very difficult.
Kicking it. That's going to get out of bounds.
Oh, very fortunate
well.
there. Wow. That's disaster for the Giraffes.
With the return, tackle made by Trevor O'Brien.
You see OB doing it on both ends here as he gets the tackle.
Thought that kick was going to go out of bounds there for a second. Got a very lucky bounce.
Yeah, and we're going to have a sack tally for Owen Casey, and it's still at 1. Hasn't notched a 2 yet. And it's got a ways to go. It's got to get to 8. So they got some room ahead of them for Owen Casey.
Yeah.
Low snap. The immobile Shrigley making himself catching that corner and
almost picks up the first down.
Yeah. About 15 yards.
Yeah, that was a really nice run by him.
That's going to bring up a second down and 4 for the Giraffes.
Kyle Fahey, and it looks like he is telling Austin what to do.
It seems like Austin is just a placeholder as Fahey is the coach on this team so far today.
That's what it's looking like.
Oh. It hit his feet.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 2, Will Wagner.
Did Will even go for that ball?
Nah, it did not look like he was going to go for that.
Short.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Giraffes.
Wow, there's Owen Casey's second sack of the day.
Sack.
Play by Owen Casey.
TikTok Owen with his second sack.
Say,
He has 6 more to go to
Just
hit
tied
the mark.
Nicholas Campione for today. Nicholas Campione had 2 sacks earlier today.
Oh.
Ryan Shrigley's pass is incomplete. Intended for Will Wagner.
I mean, Will was borderline open.
Yeah, he was definitely open there. Needed a better throw there. I'm not sure about not punting it there, though, because now the Pioneers have really good field position.
Your score is Pioneers 18, Giraffes 13.
definitely seems like they just gave him another touchdown.
We'll see what happens.
Dougal is back. Let's see how much of a difference that makes. Now, they have both Dougal brothers?
I guess so. Oh.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, trick play. Nice stop there.
It was a turnover on downs. After Tic-Taco and Casey forced the snap.
Results in a 4-yard gain. Handoff. Handoff.
There's Trevor O'Brien on the keeper there. Really good blocking by the Pioneers. The Giraffes look like they're falling apart.
Pioneers 24, Giraffes 13.
It's an 11-point game now.
It's
24-13. Or, I think so.
It's interesting because now they're out of the reach to the point where it's a 2-score game. You know, 1 score is just not going to cut it.
Yeah.
He's just having so much time to roll out of that pocket.
Wow, really nice play there by Gavin Tierney. I don't know what all the commotion is on the Pioneers. That looked clean to me.
No, it's all good.
Return on the play made by Will Wagner.
Shifty moves by Wagner to get out to about the 35.
Yeah. Things are falling apart for the Giraffes right now, but it doesn't look like they're quitting.
Whoa!
Dylan Goldfarb is on the sideline right now.
He's pulling his calf.
Possible injury.
Why not? Dude, Fahey reads the pocket well. He doesn't need to. He's got to throw him up there. What? Yeah, no, Fahey definitely showed his potential last week. Interesting why Austin just doesn't play him here. Strigley rolling out to Will.
Nice catch by Will.
Great stuff, Will. Great stuff.
Pass by Ryan Strigley. It's going to result in a gain of 7. A second down, 13. The Giraffes.
Finds Dougal.
Whoa.
Flag.
Flag got thrown.
It looks like possibly a holding.
I didn't see anything, but I'm not a referee.
It looks like there's a holding call against the Giraffes. A block in the back.
Interesting call here.
Yeah, I personally did not see anything, but
Ref saw it.
Yep.
I gotta agree.
Can't argue with the refs.
I didn't see the play. I was too busy focusing on Shriggs. He looks a little bit more composed, but he just doesn't have the weapons he had with the Florida Fighting Cockerels.
No.
He makes
really
it manageable.
Strigley runs for a 5-yard gain.
Now we got a more manageable,
3rd and 5.
third down. Let's see if they can convert here. Liam Livingston having trouble gauging distance on the field today, but he had to count that run with his fingers. I guess after the raffle, the guy who liked Liam's car had to return it because he can't drive stick shift. So the raffle winner for Liam's car will go into next week. Oh my God, Ryan.
Owen's applying the pressure out there.
It's safe to say Owen is living in his head. Do you have an extra charger?
No, sorry. I don't have a charger at all.
Just gonna find one. So, as we go into the fourth quarter, we'd like to shout out our sponsors. I'm just gonna read them off real quick, folks. We got a Pampered Life, FCA, Rooted Landscape Services, Cafe 66, Martinez Photography, Village Beach Market, Vero ENT, Vero Fitness, Next Level Productions, Polished, South State Bank. Quick pause for the actual game. Wow, Ryan runs for the 4th down.
Yeah.
Tropical Property Management, Masters Academy. We have Pathway Church, In River Project Management, Gath South, and Brightview Golf. Thank you, folks, for making the league what it is today.
Thank you.
Wow, so Strigley is running all over these guys,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. Ryan has, 300 rushing yards? 30 rushing yards. Wow. Way to go, Ryan. Defying the odds. And one of them was a rushing touchdown, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Let's see if he can make that arm to work. Oh,
He
that was
got it.
off.
He got that off. Yeah.
He got that off.
He got that off.
He got that off.
He got that off.
He got that off. He got that off. He got that off. He was touchdown.
That's a touch.
Touchdown. Touchdown. He's down.
I could see that being called either way. I think we got to respect the call.
Can you get the playback? What do you see?
Let's go, Gabby!
Touchdown.
He got it off! He got it off! They can't guard you, Gab!
It's going to be interesting to see. We have down. Good call.
interesting call. You got to respect the referee's
Hey,
call, though.
I stand with the referees.
Yeah.
Stick with your call.
I could have seen that going either way.
It looked interesting from our view.
Yeah.
It was definitely very close.
Yeah.
Like very close.
I think we need an instant review for that one. For plays like that. Oh, that's a fumble. And Ryan jumps on it.
You know, that stinks for Owen because that's really not a is that a sack?
I don't think that counts as a sack because he didn't hit the ball.
No, it's weeks. Defense play the week. Defense play the week.
Yeah, that doesn't count
Year
as
is
a
the whole
sack
year.
'cause he didn't hit
Just
it
a week.
out.
Yeah, but you said defense play of the year. You did. Yeah. Week, yeah. He might.
There's a good chance.
No one else.
Will Morgan and
Yeah, that's true.
Joe Taylor
Taylor.
had really good games on defense today.
Yeah, Will had a great game. He had a lot of interceptions.
Oh, wow.
2-minute warning. Wow.
Didn't even realize we were in the
just-
fourth quarter.
Just zoomed. This game just zoomed by.
So this
We
Give a 2-minute warning.
we don't know.
Tackle was made by the Pioneers.
Kyle Fahey with the tackle there.
By the Pioneers.
this is a must-score play for the Giraffes.
4th and about almost goal.
Oh,
Don't know why you're
they
running.
Ran it. They do realize it was 4th down, right?
That is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. He didn't even realize where the first down was.
I don't think they knew what was going on there.
Wow.
Tackled by Owen Casey.
You had one job, Ryan.
Yikes.
First down, Pioneers.
We may see that one in the You Had One Job segment.
Oh, that's going to go in the You Had One Job segment. So Liam is already calling that for the You Had One Job. I know I played bad today. It was a battle of who threw more picks.
That was probably the Giraffes' last chance at scoring. We'll see what the
I
Pioneers
definitely
come
think
out with here.
Owen TikTok Casey throwing out great blocks.
Oh. That looked like...
Trevor O'Brien with the running touchdown.
I definitely thought there were some blocks.
That was not a pass, that was in fact a run.
There is some heat going on right now on the field. What happens on the field stays on the field, but boys, this is getting interesting. Someone grab your popcorn because we have some interesting. That's just interesting.
Yeah, I think that just about does it for the Giraffes.
Yeah, the
think that's the
Giraffes
last
can.
one.
That was the last nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how there's almost a fight there. We don't support that. This is a church league.
Yeah.
But
sponsored by FCA.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes, not Fellowship of Christian Boxers. All right, if you want to fight, do it at your house, not on the field. Okay. We don't support that. It's crazy because Austin and Will are kind of close, but they got very heated in that exchange. Oh, Fahey at QB. Oh.
Fahey's pass is incomplete. Intended for Ben Fadayon.
Really good play there by Gavin Tierney.
It's like are you getting called?
Gavin Tierney's been one of the only bright spots on the Giraffes today.
Yeah.
He's made a
Well,
lot of good
it's
plays.
hard because I personally think if the Giraffes came out of this game at full strength, it'd be a totally different ball game.
Yeah, I think they could take the Pioneers. This was not a good showing for the Pioneers.
No, not at all. Film comes out tonight, as Austin says. Bold prediction. I don't know what film he's talking about. Peter, you ever been to Philadelphia?
I've never been to
I ask it every time on the stream. I've always wanted to have a Philadelphia cheesesteak.
Really?
Out of the end zone for Owen. Oh. Are we not going to talk about how Preston can throw with such accuracy to where it lands? You think I can use that charger? My phone died from streaming the first game. The one on the tripod. We hear OB on the sideline telling his team, you know, come on, let's let Fahey play a little bit. Austin to no avail. Yeah, I like OB.
What? Oh, and a flag just went flying across the field.
Is it the phone or a timer? You should go. Yeah, you really should. That'd be funny as hell.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That's not good. Let's just stop the alarm. We have OB coming in here to rush. Owen, you didn't even have the most sacks. You didn't have the most sacks. Calling Defensive Player of the Week
Owen
early.
Casey being very confident right now about Defensive Player of the Week.
Oh, wow. Gavin dancing with the routes. Goes to Wags.
Pass complete to number 2, Will Wagner.
They had to. They can't stop you.
Owen.
There's 1 minute left in the game.
Number 69's back on the field here, Owen Casey. You know, people say he makes terrible TikToks, but I haven't seen it because I don't have a TikTok.
Yeah, I have not seen Owen Casey's TikTok yet.
What is TikTok? Is that like is that like a Grubhub, like a meal delivery service?
It's some sort of social media.
Is
app.
that like where you see how much time's left
No.
on your frozen pizza?
Oh, incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Bring up a third.
That's a fourth.
4th down for the Giraffes.
4th and long. The Giraffes just looked beat today. They gave it all they had, but they're just going to come up short.
Let's get a quick shout out to our refs. Preston Keene, Peyton Keene, Omar Guevara.
It was very close in the first half.
You know, they had us in the first half, not going to lie.
Steering holders over here. We have Will Morgan, doing a great job. Jamie Prevula.
Oh, Owen just nice catch.
Pass complete to Will Wagner. Tackle
That's-
play made by Brock Thomas. Oh, that's not Will Wagner. That is
Dawson.
Dawson Bennett. That's my fault.
Interesting strategy here. Willow's going with a lot of short white guys. Do you think that's to throw off their defensive schemes? Or do you think that's just how he drafted the team?
Also take a shout out
No comment on that.
to Peter Weston, Jackson Blount. And a shout out to our concessions.
Yep.
The third Keene. The best Keene.
I feel like the only way for this game to end is a hug.
Oh, that's the end of the game.
And that's the end of the game. Your final score: Pioneers 30, Giraffes 13. everyone wants it. There is still Chick-fil-A.
Peter,
Don't let it
heck of a
get
time in
old.
the booth with you. Take it easy, bud.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out on this fine afternoon for week 2 of the BXFL. Stay tuned for cleaning up with both teams. All 3 teams, actually. Shout out to Owen Casey. Just 'cause he's
Yeah, there's a.
Shout out to Ryan Strigley, because he is also.
Good game.
Thanks, Robert Craig, because he commentated.
Coach. Hey, Liam, get the. We're here with Austin Comforter. How was the game today?
It was all right. You know, first half, I told my guys they played, pitiful.
Yeah.
Their performance. To what we're capable of doing, it was horrible. But second half, we turned it around. I know Will's team got a little tired, only having 7 guys.
Yep.
You know, we played like that last week. But I just think that there's a lot of improvements to be made before we take on a team with all their players, a team with good players. So there's adjustments that have to be made. But overall, I'm not too disappointed about our performance.
All right. How does it feel to have a second half comeback and be one of only 2 teams left in the 2-0 bracket?
It feels good. Really, me and Obi always say that we're not 2-0. For the whole season, we're not going to be 1-0. We're not going to be 2-0. We're not going to be 3-0. No matter how many games we win, it's always going to be 1-0 till the next day we're 0-0.
Yep.
And we're going to fight for next week.
Yep. Peter?
Is there any changes that you would have made on?
Oh, so many. There's so many I have to talk with the team over, but our offense was slow at the start. There's a lot of defensive adjustments that have to be made. But we're going to work on that, and hopefully next week we come out a completely different team, and I want to see the second half team next week, but better.
All right.
Alrighty, thank you
for your time.
Good win today.
Thank you.
William? Well, Will, we saw a first half team. We saw a second half team. What are you just most disappointed about with the Giraffes?
I think disappointment, I'd actually say I'm not disappointed. I'm a little upset, obviously, with the loss.
Yeah.
But you come in here with 5 guys, missing guys. People ain't supposed to be in this game. Our guys played hard.
Yeah.
Everyone played with heart
Hands
out there.
down. Oh, no.
We all played to win that game. Obviously, things got heated at the end, and we've talked about that. We're going to keep talking about that. But, I'm happy that my guys were able to stay in it. We shouldn't have been in that game, according to a lot of people.
Oh, of course.
So I'm happy that we were able to stay in that game, play hard. We got a lot of stuff to work on. But, I'm not really disappointed as much as just, in the moment upset that we lost. But disappointed is not the word I'd use.
What do you think would be the biggest adjustment you would have made after that game?
Probably watch definitely more halftime adjustments.
Okay.
Because we went to half, and we did adjust a little bit with the man to zone, back to man. But at the half we went in, we were thinking we shouldn't have been in this game. So we're thinking first half went wonderful, really, in our eyes. We kind of halftime, I'll be honest, we got complacent. We didn't really know what to expect. We knew they were going to adjust. We talked about it. But we didn't really make the adjustment to the adjustment.
Yep.
We kind of stayed flat. We kind of kept doing what we were doing. I should have known. I mean, a coach like Fahey, Cutfer, and OB, they're going to make adjustments. They came out jet sweeps. They ran wedge more laterally, more than north and south. So we definitely should have been ready for that. We should have made more adjustments on the fly, which that's on me. I wasn't able to do those. But, that's something we're going to get back to practice and, just work on some stuff.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely say that was a hell of an effort. You guys came in shorthanded, came in with a guy at QB who you haven't had at QB yet. I'm not disappointed in that team either.
They played hard. They played. So
Peter?
Obviously, like you said, you only have 5 guys show up. Do you have a message to your team?
I'm proud of them. I'm happy that obviously the guys that showed up. Obviously sucks that the guys didn't. For those guys that did, Dylan had to leave. Obviously we had 6, then to 5. But I'm just proud of my guys for competing. We could have easily walked into that game and just said, you know what, screw it. We're not even in this. We don't have guys. But our guys, we really came together. It shows, even though, we lost, but it shows the culture that everyone here wants to win. You even saw, obviously you don't want to see it shown how it was, but, the little chippiness at the end, it shows that these guys want to be here. It shows, I wish we didn't have it. We've talked about it, but it shows that at least they care. So.
You have a big Gavin's here.
Gavin played really well.
Gavin showed out today.
Yeah.
What do you think about Shrigley? You think Shrigley played good today?
He did show a lot of positives. The wheels,
yeah,
the legs, we had something we hadn't seen last year and even in practice. I think he's lost some weight, gotten a lot faster, knows when to throw. He's making better decisions. Is the biggest. He's always had the mechanics. He's always had the arm, but it's always been his mind, his decision making. He still had some glimpse of that, but no picks today that I know of. No picks.
No.
He made better decisions today. He was able to roll out. We were able to get some stuff going. So I think he's improved. Obviously, we've got a long way to go. And obviously, with some guys missing, we're still going to have to figure out some chemistry with guys coming in and out. But I think, he played really well today.
Absolutely. Will, it was a pleasure. Folks, you know what time it is. Break her down, hit Cafe 66, and call it a day.